Turn me up. Yeah. Alright. I'm chillin' in the belly of the beast, nigga. I be damned if I die in these streets, nigga. Hands up for the money, we gon' reach, nigga. Chillin' in the belly of the beast, nigga. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We back in the building, man. I said, yo, podcast. I'm your host, Quest McCody. What's going on, man? I hope we having a good time, man. I hope we having a good day, good night, wherever this podcast catches you. I hope it's a great time for you. Our last episode, we had Excel on the show. He talked a lot about just coming up in Boston. Yo, we got two Boston natives. We got two Mass natives back to back, man. That's crazy. But we talked to Excel. He talked about coming up in Massachusetts, growing up in his household with his family, his mom, his dad, owning his skills at parties and battling at parties, to starting off in the trap, battling Daylight, Danny Myers, going on to get on URL, then King of the Dot. And then we talked about some of the work he do in the schools, and mentoring the youth. It was really, really dope. I want to thank him for stopping by the show. Now, I need the Rocky theme music. So all I got is sound effects. Oh, there we go. There we go. Man, 21 guns. Nah, that's for y'all. That's what they get y'all when, cause she put y'all. See what they say? Upper room. She sent them to the upper room. We have the legendary Queen of the Ring veteran, U.R.L. veteran. Wait a minute. I'm a legend in both games. They the same game, but I'm a legend in both leagues. I'm talking about it ain't a league she goes on that she don't dominate, right? That she don't show what's up. A lot of women, some of the women that I've had on this show have said, yo, this is a person that inspired me to battle rap, right? It's only a few of them. Some might call it a goat. Some might call it a quote. Whatever y'all want to call it, man, you just make sure you put some respect on it. She got a whole team. This is the longest intro I ever did. She got a whole team. And don't say nothing crazy. I'm going to bring it to the stage. My girl, 40 bars in the building. Nah, we got 40 bars.
Quest, you got me over here all cheesy.
Man, we got 40 bars on the I Said Yo podcast. Man, this is crazy, man. Y'all say what's up to 40. Y'all got to show out all 15, 11 of y'all. Y'all got to show out. Y'all got to share this. We can't have 40 in here, okay? We a upstart podcast, okay? And we got 40 bars in the building. What's up? Y'all got to share this, all right? We got 40 in the building. How you doing, sister?
I'm good. Sitting here debating on whether or not I should have closed my fucking window. Because my back... Can you hear all that stuff in the background?
Nah, we can't hear nothing. We just
okay.
we good.
That's
we
cool.
good. Now, y'all know y'all my A&Rs, y'all the executive producers of this show out there. I need y'all to let me know that the audio is good. Is the audio good? Can y'all hear me? Cool. Let me know. They already going crazy. We gotta say they already saluting 40 in the comments, y'all. They already saluting her. They throwing up the 40 with the flame. Oh, somebody said what's up to me. Hey, what's up? Now I feel cool, man. Before I ain't know. My man Daniel, what's up, Quest? I ain't know for a second. Now they like, oh, okay, yeah, what up? How you feeling?
I feel good. We're here. I'm excited. We're here.
Good, man. We have had an awesome start. I think we might have the best start of any podcast ever. Just because my friends have been so nice to me by just going on my little bitty podcast, man. And I want to say thank you.
Gotta support those you love and you fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Always. You already know the vibe. So.
Indeed. Now, I don't know. Some of y'all just going to be listening, so y'all might miss this. I don't even think she noticed, but look what sweater I got on.
Man, I was in a group with 40. Y'all see me?
I should have worn my shirt. I still got my shirt. I should have worn it. I
we
still
got a
got
belt.
it.
We got a belt. You know what I'm saying? We got a belt out here.
Shout out to Shooty, man. I should have
Yeah.
fucking. I should have wore it.
Man, they are showing you love in these comments right now, man. They y'all asking questions already. Listen, man, y'all can't just ask 40 no questions before I get to. Okay, we gotta have some order up in here. And you know what, mama? Mama out there too. Shout out mama. We might hit the blunt. That's something we do when I'm not interviewing, right? When we talking shit, like if we on the point, we like hit the blunt, and they be like HBD
Buy
or
the
whatever,
thing.
HDB or whatever. See, boom, hit the blunt. You gotta pass it though.
Buy the thing.
Yeah, there we go, there
What's
we
that?
go. I'm gonna put something together while we talking. So listen,
Man. No little. I like that. My
listen.
nails got a yellowish tint because I made a fucking turmeric scrub yesterday, so they got like a yellowish tint. Like I don't know who doesn't like. It's just
Fuck them.
nah. I don't give a fuck. I just
Yeah.
was looking at them when I came to the thing. Like then the light got them looking extra crazy. Like what?
Is hit duh blunt, not hit blunt duh. That's happy birthday. So listen. So I was chilling, right? I had I had Tony Blanco on the show, and she told me that she was sitting at home and she saw you battling on Queen of the Ring. She never knew women battle rap existed until she saw you rap, and you inspired her. She started she really gave you some love up here. I don't know about y'all relation. I don't know how
No,
y'all
I
get
fuck with
along.
Tony. I fuck with Tony. I don't really have any bad blood with Tony. I really don't have that really bad blood with anybody better. But I fuck with Tony. She's cool. So I
Yeah,
always love.
yeah. So that was really dope. She showed some mad love. It was like even an aspiration to kind of put the pen with it. Like you sparked that. So that was really dope to hear. How does it feel to know that, like, on some real, like, you've been able to serve as an inspiration not only to your competitors but like to those that haven't even made it to a space that you compete in? How does that feel?
It's always humbling, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like it's one of those things that it makes you feel good inside. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's also humbling. Like I literally was those same people. Like I was standing outside of events, watching like Farrah funeral and Norma Bates going to the events, telling my friends like, look at them, look at them. Like I watched it like
Yeah,
that kind of shit. So when
yeah,
I hear people turn around and show me the same kind of love of like, yo, watching you, like it's humbling. Like it's like okay, all the blood, sweat, and the tears, the headaches, the anxiety attacks, all that shit, it's all worth it. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying? So hell
yeah.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
that's what people don't know, man. It's a lot that go into doing this, and it depends person to person. You know what I'm saying? Some people have
Mm.
to suppress certain things about their natural instinct just to battle. You know what I'm saying? Like just to let somebody yell in your face, like,
Disrespect the shit out of you, and you just
yeah,
stand there.
yeah. You gotta be different. You always been built like that, or you had to learn that.
You learn it, and then it gets to the point where then when motherfuckers say stuff like, "Oh, I couldn't do that," you just look at them like, "I don't want to do it either, bitch." But nah, but yeah, it's definitely something that you learn. And then when I actually realized that battle rap is like wrestling, literally. Like I
Hmm.
remember when my uncle Tony told me, like, you know, those guys after they fight, they have beers and stuff afterwards. They're all cool. Like, you know, this is it. I remember he was telling me it wasn't real.
Hmm.
Once I kind of realized battle rap was like the same kind of thing,
Hmm.
once I realized battle rap was the same kind of thing, like it's easy for me to just go in there. Like I know you're not gonna put your hands on me. You're not gonna dump my baby on their head. You're not gonna do any of those
Yeah,
things to me. Like none of that's gonna happen ever.
yeah,
Like you
yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. I learned that
yeah.
late. I learned that late. I was running around like a dinosaur. Listen, when I battled, man, I'm talking about late. I battled. It was my first grind time like solo battle or whatever, and I
Mhm.
battled Head Ice in New York or whatever. And like this was Cal's first time to New York, first time being on a card or whatever. He was on that same card, and Cal was excited to be in New York. Man, he was excited to see the battlers like he been watching on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because like before that, Cal had just been to like some of our battles, and then I used to throw battles, so he would go to those. But Like he wanted to take a picture and shit like that, and I'm like, man, fuck these niggas, man. Like, cause I was still stuck. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But
Yep.
like, I enjoy it way better when it's like that. I ain't gonna hold you than the tension. What about you? Or do you want that little tension? You need that.
I like it going into the battle. I like kind of not liking my opponent to write. Like, you know what I mean? I like that. It makes me write a little bit harder. I don't like battling my friends, or it's fucked up when you get cool with people in battle rap and stuff like that. I really try
Yeah,
not to let that stop me from battling people. But outside of that, I like to find something to dislike in my opponent. I need to turn on a certain
yeah,
part of me to be like, I like to get crazy when I battle. Like, you know what I mean? I like
yeah.
to say cutthroat shit. So I got to be in a certain bag to get like that. And it makes it way easier when I can find something I don't like in my opponent. You know what I mean? So I need
Yeah.
I need that tension. I kind of need that. I like
As
that. I feed off of that energy.
as time go by, do it get a little harder? Cause it's like before when it was new, like nobody greeted you with admiration. It was always, yo, I think I'm better than her. Now you got people that's like 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 a Tony Blanco, right? That's like,
Hmm.
yo, man, I came into this fucking with her. And do you like, yo, stop showing me respect, man? Like, say some shit to get me
In the
turned
moment,
up.
it's like I'm so appreciative of it. And then it be fucked up because when you battle him, you got to turn around and be like, bitch, you been dick riding me since I fucking came up. You understand what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
has to, you got to turn on that. And it's just like, damn, I don't even feel that way. I actually think it's pretty dope that you've been fucking with me. But when you get
yeah,
into the battle thing, you got to turn around and like, now I got to do it like this. So it's two different, I'm in two different places. Like it depends. It, if we're at a regular situation, someone's showing you love, like you can kind
mm,
of let your guard down a little bit, you be appreciative of it and everything like that. Then you turn around, you have to battle them strictly for the sport. You got to tear them a new asshole, right? So you got to use
mm,
that shit too. Like you
word.
can't say I'm trash because you like me. So what else are you gonna say in this battle?
Right.
You
Okay.
know,
Right. What are you so just getting into it, like you're from what part of Boston?
Mattapan, Mass.
Mattapan? Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay, okay. I don't know nothing about Boston. I've been there twice. Like I've been there twice in my life and I never really went nowhere. Once was a battle and then the next time it was a battle, but it was it wasn't really Boston. We flew into Boston, but it was in Rhode Island.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yep.
about to say. It was probably like north or whatever. Yeah, like Boston, greater Boston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has like neighborhoods broken up into neighborhoods. Mattapan is one, Dorchester's one, Roxbury is another one. Those are the three like major neighborhoods. You got a bunch of other ones: Hyde Park, Roslindale. It goes on and on.
Okay.
Whatever.
So
JP, whatever. But
so growing up over there, what was it? What was your experience? Just like as a kid, like okay, were you playing football or were you a Barbie doll girl?
I am. I'm a hybrid, bro.
Okay,
Like when I promise you, when I was younger, I had a shitload of Barbie dolls. I was just talking about this the other day. When I was
okay,
younger, I used to have a little suitcase full of all my Barbies, like upwards of like 30 Barbie dolls. Dressed them every fucking day, kept them in a little suitcase, everything from Barbie Dream House, the convertible, every fucking thing.
right.
But on the same token, I also was always very much, I did the tomboy thing too. I was always a tomboy too. So I played football. I was outside and shit like that. I didn't bring my Barbie dolls outside because that's not what the fuck my friend went to. But I played with them inside. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like
okay,
that kind
okay.
of shit.
So best
I've
of both
always
worlds.
been, yeah, I've always been one of those kind of people.
Okay,
And yeah, my neighborhood, like I had a dope childhood like coming up in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? So I was born in Boston, right?
hmm
And I ended up I ended up going into foster care really early.
hmm
My mom had me really young and stuff like that.
okay,
Yeah, she had like, drug issues and all stuff like that. So it was me and my little brother. He's a year younger than me.
okay,
And we went to foster care really early. Well, first we went around like, okay, my mother has 16 brothers and sisters. So we were kind of passed around the brothers and sisters at first.
right,
Then we went to foster care. And when we was in foster care in Boston for a while, we ended up getting adopted by my mother's oldest sister. But she lived at that time in California, so I moved and lived to San Diego, California for some years too. Maybe I think like maybe 5 or 6 years. We moved
okay,
out there, we lived out there, and we came back. So that's when I spent most of my time in Mattapan. I was like 11, so between
okay.
then and like 16, like so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was what did you end up like around that time? Are you being creative at all, or are you more so just like going through your experience of this young life that you're going through as a kid, just
Now I
going
always
through the
wrote. I
system?
always wrote. I always wrote like short stories. I always wrote poems. Back then, I wanted to be a singer. I thought I could sing. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I was always like on
Now I
that type
heard you
of
sing.
time.
You got some pipes though. So
I'm a,
maybe.
thank you. I got a little something. I'm trying to put my charger in because okay, there we go. So anyway, yeah. So I always have been like creative on. Well, I've always been into different kind of things or whatever the case may be. I wasn't really into rap music all like that because it wasn't something that was played in my house. So really, we weren't really allowed to play rap in my house growing up. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
My uncle Tony played all kinds of music.
Mm,
Everything from fucking Sting to the Whispers to fucking you understand everything.
okay.
But rap music, I think there was two rap CDs in my whole house. That was Murder Was the Case, and it was this other Ice Cube CD. I don't know the name of it. I just remember some of the skits on it or whatever
Oh,
that I
okay.
would hear him play. But yeah,
Okay.
so rap wasn't really a thing for me until
Okay.
later on.
So how'd you get introduced to it?
I mean, like you hear rap and stuff. Like I heard rap songs and stuff like that. Like I liked whatever. But as far as me wanting to do rap.
Mm,
I used to go to this community center and stuff like that. I had to do community service. I started getting in trouble and stuff like that.
mm,
And I was going to this community center, and they had a studio there. And like I said, I always kind of thought I could sing. Like I want to sing a little bit, whatever. So that's the first time I kind of experienced like, yo, I'm gonna try to like write a hook or write a chorus because like the boys was rapping. I'm like, oh, I could sing. I'm gonna sing on the hook, like that kind of shit.
right.
I started off there, and gradually, I'm like, I could do this. Like I'm just a super competitive, like borderline arrogant person when it comes to like words, right?
Okay.
So I'm listening to how they rap it, and I'm like, I could do this shit, and it kind of went from there.
Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Uh-huh.
I started battling because I was on the set of 8 Mile and people were competing in rap with Eminem, and I didn't battle. I didn't know what battling was like really. Like I didn't know. And then I heard everybody saying, I'm like, man, I could do this shit. Like, but I
You know
was
he's my
already a
favorite, right?
rapper though. You said what?
You know he's my favorite, right?
Eminem?
Yeah. Ask
What you
Marv.
what you think about the Ray Benzino this just happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
I went through my list of people that might have
Benzino's
might
from
have wrote
Boston, and
that.
Eminem's my favorite. I don't want to talk about it, y'all. I don't want to
I
talk about it.
Hey, there was rumored this that you know Benzino might not have wrote that. That's what
I
they were
know,
saying
I
on
know. That's
Twitter.
what I want to say.
And I went through. I thought about you. I thought about. I was like, nah, 40 ain't gonna write no bad things about Eminem.
Nope.
Like,
Wouldn't have been me.
then I'm like, Chilla.
There's a lot of people who can rap in Boston. You know what I mean?
I was
Benzino.
just, I was. It's just because Anyway, we gonna
Woo!
keep it moving.
You hear
So,
me? Woo!
so like, you say you started getting in trouble. Was you out here fighting? Was you out here? What you was just being mischievous or what's going on?
So when we came back to Boston or whatever, like I said, my aunt, my uncle had adopted me or whatever. My brother, my mother was still in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at a point like anytime I was like, I started getting rebellious. Anytime things weren't going right at my uncle's house, I wanted to run away to my mother's house. I wanted to go do that because things were a lot more lax over there. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
stuff like that. I was getting into trouble. I got into a couple fights. So my aunt put a chins on me. It's like child in need of services. So it's like when the courts step in, they like put you on probation and all this other kind of stuff. So you kind of
Mm-hmm. So
divert your behavior or whatever. And
yeah.
I kept acting up. I was getting into fights at that time and shit like that. People always tried me. So
Mm-hmm.
I was getting into a lot of fights. You know what I mean?
Why
I had
you
a
think they
smart
was
ass
trying you?
mouth. I had a smart ass mouth, but I was like a little bit more square than the rest of them. Like I kind of knew what was going on, but I really wasn't. I was still a little greener than the
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
in my neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't gonna let anybody play me. So it was like shit like that. And then at school, I always got good grades. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
it just was what it was. So then I ended up going into foster homes again. like
Okay.
into DYS foster homes because it just was what it was. I was running away from home and shit like that. My probation, that's what it was. They was locking you up and putting you on, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like my foster parents and stuff like that. They used to try to play the shit out of me. They wasn't like, they wasn't like getting me the right clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they was spending the money on other kind of stuff or whatever the case may be. So
Yeah.
I was doing hood rat stuff like stealing from stores. I was getting into fights behind shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah.
just all kind of stuff. It was just like downhill. Yeah, I just kept
Right.
getting locked up. I got committed to DYS. I was getting locked up so many times between like 13 and 18. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a lot.
Yeah. Did you once you got out of the like the foster care system, once you turn 18, you're out of the system, right?
Hmm.
What's the is it like something they do like to like push you into adulthood, or is it kind of just like, all right, we
Now you
done?
age out. You age out. You can decide. And with DYS, it was different because DYS was more like youth services. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's different. It's not like DSS where like you can sign yourself back into for volunteer services. I think till you're 21. It wasn't that kind of situation. It
Okay.
was like my dealings with the court were done. They
Yeah.
were that kind of shit. And mind you, at
Oh.
that time, I had my son when I was 16. So in between that, I had my son when I was 16. In between
Oh.
that,
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I know they have something here in Michigan. I don't know if it's something that's all over the place, but like if a child becomes like the ward of a state, ward of the state, for any reason at any period of time, whether their parents passed, they were taken from the parents for a moment, that kid is eligible for free tuition within the state. And
Massachusetts is like that too. I'm not Massachusetts. I think California.
mm,
I could have went to college for free in California because that's when my adoption was finalized.
mm, I don't know how long that's been around though. Like I don't know if that's always been present, but I always like God forbid, I done lost people or whatever. So I always make sure I let them and their family
Hmm.
know that. So I figured this would be a good time to just to put that out there for the people. So at
Yeah.
16, like me at 16, I was in my like I was in like high school, like just being a dumbass kid, man, doing dumbass kid shit. Uh, you had a major responsibility, right?
Hmm.
How
Hmm.
does that? How does that? Like, if you can, like, how does that? What does that? What's going on in a 16-year-old mind right then?
It was a lot. It was a lot. It sounds crazy, but I wasn't necessarily like a fast ass female. Like you know what I mean. I just thought I was grown. You know what I mean. And I
Hmm.
was in a relationship. What I thought was, you know what I mean. And
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah.
it was what it was, right? So it was a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a lot.
Hmm.
Being pregnant, it was a
Was you
lot.
was you scared?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so I found out I got. Remember, I told you I kept getting locked up, like or
Hmm.
whatever the case may be. Throughout that course of getting locked up, I used to have to go to the center, the DRC or whatever like that. It's the
Hmm.
daily reporting center for like kids on probation, kids committed to DYS or whatever. It was like we go there, check in. Some of us had to go to school there because we was. I had to go to school there too because I was kicked out of Boston Public Schools at that time,
Hmm.
and it was a lot. So I met my kid's father there,
Okay.
and that's where we would. I mean, anyway, I met my kid's father there, and I was we thought we was little Bonnie and Clyde, getting in trouble and stuff like that together and shit like that. He got locked up, and I ended up getting locked up a couple months later because I'd ran away from home and I was staying at his house. That's how I got pregnant. I ran away
Hmm.
from home and I was staying at his house, being fast, and I got locked up and they gave me a pregnancy test and I found out I was pregnant when I was locked up. I spent the first 7 months of my pregnancy in DYS. I'm going back and forth to my prenatal appointments in fucking handcuffs and shackles. And I'm
Damn.
going to like it was crazy. I'm going to this like predominantly like white area to do my fucking prenatal care, right? And I'm sitting
Hmm.
in these fucking doctors' offices and these ladies is looking at me like, look at this. Like, I'm just thinking about how it looked, and it's just crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
crazy. But so it was a lot to deal with. So I came home. My son's father got out of DYS too because he aged out.
Mm-hmm.
He aged out in September of 2002, and I was like 8 months pregnant. He got locked up a month later with an adult charge with a gun, right? An
Damn.
adult charge. He got locked up 9 days before I gave birth to my son, and he didn't get out for like 8.5, 9 years after that. So my pregnancy was a lot, child. It was a lot. It was a lot. Real ghetto, real ghetto,
Okay.
real ghetto.
But you know, there's gotta be like the always say like, yo, I've been a parent since I've been a adult. I ain't never been an adult. Just worrying about me. When I think about just like that pressure, and yo, you figure it out. Like parenting ain't got a rule book. My homie DJ always say, yo, don't no instructions come with this. Like I'm a like it don't I'm learning on the job, baby. I
Every
don't know what
day,
I'm doing.
every day,
And
every
that's
day.
the thing. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Like I've never did this before. Everything I do with you, I've never done before. So shout out and kudos to anybody able to, you know, raise humans, man. That is
I'm
something.
telling you, it makes or breaks you.
So once you age out, you got your kid, you age out of the program. By this time, are you writing rhymes at this time? Like by the time you age out of
Yeah,
the program?
yep, yep. Because between the time of me going to the community center and actually getting in a lot more trouble, like going back and forth and getting locked up and stuff, I started
Mm.
like writing more raps when I was locked up and shit like that.
Okay. Was you
There were
like
other
50
girls up
Cent?
there
You was
writing
writing on
raps
the
and shit.
wall and shit?
Nah, nah,
Like
nah.
50
We
Cent?
had like our little notebooks. I wish it was that thing, but now we
Okay.
had our little notebooks and
Okay.
our
Was
little
you in there
yellow.
battling or were you just like rapping?
Nope, no. I didn't even know battle rap existed.
Okay.
Nope, nope,
So
nope.
so what was you rapping about?
I was writing songs. I was always writing songs, like just remixing songs. I remixed fucking that Quiet Storm song.
Okay.
I remixed songs. Like I would just, you know,
What was your rap name?
I changed it. I changed it. So it used to be 40 Cal.
40 Cal. Dang,
Because
so
my childhood name is Cal. Everybody, like I grew up, my family and friends call me Cal in Boston. My initials is CAL. Like everybody
yeah, yeah.
calls me Cal. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, 40 Cal. You could have that name back now, you know what I'm saying? I think you done put in some work. I
That's
think y'all could battle for it.
Now I love 40. That's why I told him, like, that's why I always told him, like, I used to, like, listen to your raps, everything. Like, that was, yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
So while you're writing rhymes, like of course you're not able to like record your raps while you locked up and going back and forth. When is the first time you get a chance to get into the studio and actually record your voice and hear your voice?
You know what? The first time I got into the studio was when, there's a shout out to this, DJ Rusty. Rusty is a Boston legend.
Hmm.
Um, and he's done everything from radio to I don't even want to embarrass myself and not list everything he's done. He's a legend. We'll just say that.
Okay.
He had a record store in Boston, literally one of the few stores left that sold like, you know, everything from vinyl, CDs, everything. And at that time, me and my son, I was like, okay, so I was 20, 20 or 21. I was like, no, I had to be 20 because my daughter wasn't born yet. So I was like 20. And I had got into I had got into a shelter because I wanted to get my apartment, and I was leaving home. I had my baby. We had went to the laundromat, and while the laundromat had fucking, it's just gonna be. It's not gonna be a long story, but it's just funny. The laundromat, the something had happened with the washing machine and ended up fucking up my clothes. And the guy was like, they gotta wait for them to come and dry them or whatever case maybe. I had to wait, so I had to kill
Yeah.
some time. So I left out the laundromat and I was walking around. I was walking up and down Dudley area, which is Roxbury, and there was I went to get some food, and next door was the record shop. I went inside, and Rusty had like a sign saying that he was looking for rap artists and shit. And I was like, I could rap a little bit. I could sing. He was like, let me hear something. I think I had like two or three raps, and I
Okay.
rapped them. And he was like, oh, those are good. I was like, yeah. He was like, but that's all you got. And he was kind of looking at me like, that's it. I'm like, yeah. I was like, but then I was annoyed. Like I told you, I'm very competitive. I was like, I could write more raps. It's nothing. I just haven't, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
He was like, okay. And he gave me the warning beat and the ether beat to write to, I believe.
Okay.
Or some shit like that.
And you went home or did you do it on the spot?
Nah, hell no. I went back to the laundromat, got my motherfucking clothes, dragged them back to the shelter and wrote. Stayed up all night and was writing.
Okay.
And didn't even finish it that day. I think it took me like 3 or 4 days to write and be happy with what I wrote.
Okay.
And then I went back there to the store, and he was like, okay. He's like, okay, I like this, I like this. He's like, but I think you could do better now. I want you to write them about. He wanted me to. I wrote to the ether beat, but I didn't write it like an attack record on anybody. I
Okay.
just wrote rap, so just random shit. And he was
Mhm.
telling me like this record. He explained to me like this is it's a huge rap beef record, whatever. There was some girls who were rapping in Boston at the time. They had names and stuff like that. He was like, I want you to rap about them. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of familiar with who they are. And I wrote the song about them. I turned around and wrote the joint about them. He took me to a home studio like a couple weeks later. And after that, he put it on the radio because he had his own station. Some of the girls wasn't fucking with it. I got a small little, not a real buzz, but a small little like, oh, people kind of know what my name is a little bit.
Yeah.
And then made some music with them, started writing, got into the studio. He got me into the studio. So Rusty's the first person who really got me in the studio for real, outside of recording at the Baker House and at the community center for real. For real. He's the first person in the studio.
That's super dope. Were you as intricate like with your bars then, or were you what kind of rapper were you?
Backpack, da 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 da. Too many words, da, 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 like lyrical, miracle, spiritual, da da da
The
da.
metaphysical, analytical, and digital, spiritual, individual, miracle. That person, you
Or
were
like
that.
just yeah, just extra, just
Okay.
extra.
What was your attire? Were you dressed like
I didn't
Mob
have a
Deep?
look. No, I didn't have a
Okay.
look. I've always been kind of like. In fact, that was a problem too because I didn't really have a look. I always kind of liked like a lot of black, like a lot of kind of gothy kind of look. I had like I went through weird little phases and stuff like that too, but I didn't really have a look. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah, that was something that they needed to work on my image and shit like that. So I didn't really have a look.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
You mentioned you had your firstborn at 16. How many children total?
I have how many children total? Is hilarious. I have two.
Okay. I did. Yo, you know what's so crazy? If you saw my hand, I did like this, like I was telling you how many to say. I was like, how many children total, and I just threw it two up. I don't know if y'all see that on the
I
watch
got
back, man.
two.
But like, I'm like, how many children you got?
I have a son and a daughter.
How far apart are they?
5 years apart.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, once you you're maneuvering, you're living life. You got these two children. Have you figured out that battle rap is a thing for you yet? And if not, when did you?
Battle rap. I had my daughter in 2007. Battle rap was something for me in about 2010. Maybe I started realizing like, hey, I like battle rap. Like, okay, I think I realized what battle rap was.
Okay. Were you actively recording at that point in time, or were you kind of just like writing in your spare time?
Yeah, things like that. Like I do like a little hook here, and I was doing like music. Like I had became real close friends. He's now my best friend or whatever. I got really close friend. I became close friends with one of the other people that Rusty had signed. Like we had signed to like this little management situation for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I would I'd go tag along with him and his cousin. You know what I mean? Go to the
Yeah.
studio and stuff like that. But I wasn't really consistently making my own stuff.
Okay. So what happened when you saw battle rap and it lit that light bulb, or what was it actually?
I have a cousin who I used to braid his hair all the time. I go over his house, smoke mad weed, and he'd be watching everything. Sub Zero, Smack DVDs, all the hood shit. He'd watch all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I remember he was watching fucking I want to say I get it fucked up sometimes, but I want to say it was like Enes and Iron Solomon was one of like the first battles I saw.
Okay.
And we were arguing back and forth. I was like, "Oh, this is fire." He was like, "Who do you think won?" And I was like, "Play." I didn't get a lot of the metaphors. Some of the stuff I got, some of the things like I didn't really know how to judge
Yeah.
a battle. But I was like, "I think Iron Solomon won."
Mm.
And then he was like, "Why?" And I explained to him. I was like, "I feel like I just felt like it was more entertaining. I thought it was funny or whatever the case may be. I also understood a few more of his references because I knew who Ines was from making a band. I just felt
Yeah.
like it was what it was. So that's what made me get curious about battles. Started watching them. Um,
Okay.
I think I
What's
saw QB and Misfit or QB and Gat. I seen one of them battles first, and I was like,
mhm.
oh shit, bitches do this too. And then that's when
Yo,
I
that's
started.
always the response. That's
Yeah.
always the response.
No,
Like,
I went down a fucking rabbit hole, bro. I was watching everybody from Old Blimey to the fucking Hawaiian chick back in the day, like on Grind
yeah.
Time. Like I started watching everybody. Like yeah, it was a time.
Okay. So, how long from when you found out that yo, this exists, was it to you actually being in the space to do a battle, like, and how that came about?
I feel like 2010, the end of 2010 to like a little under a year, because between that time, like I was hanging around with my cousins and they were like, I was hanging around with them. His friends was making music and shit like that, and he was just like, I was just more into it. Like, I could fuck around with this battle shit. I didn't think I was even ever gonna have a chance to do the battle shit until I'd seen a flyer or something for Grind Time, and they were doing because I was watching a lot more Grind Time at that time. I really wasn't into like I was watching a lot of
Mm-hmm.
Grind Time, and I had saw that they were having a tryout in like downtown Boston in Chinatown or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my same cousin, we used to go to the clubs all the time. We went out. It was like, fuck it, we about to go to the club. It's right next to where we going anyway. Let's go. Write you a little couple of bars and let's go. I went down there, and it was no. Let me stop. That's the second time. The first time that I went down there, I got there too late. They had trials for 2 days, but like whatever the case may be, two trials. The first time I went down there, there was this guy. Um, he was getting ready to leave. Everybody was getting ready to leave, and I was like, "Oh shit, I wanted to battle." He was like, "Well, you can come back." They was like, "Spit around, spit something." I spit the bars that I had or whatever versus
Yeah.
this older black guy who was kind of like a laughing stock at that time, but they just wanted to see what I had.
Okay.
I spit or whatever the case may be, and they was like, "All right, fuck it, come back." And they was like, "You're gonna battle against Maroney," so that's my
Okay.
first real battle. Came back and battled him, got cooked. Um,
Shout out
and after
Maroney.
that, huh? Yeah,
Hmm.
got cooked. And after that, it was just like, yeah, we're not gonna do this. This is not gonna. When I'm telling you, my cousins and them dragged me for the filth. It's like you let that white boy fuck you up. Like they dragged me for the filth, bro.
Oh man.
I ain't gonna lie. It was they dragged me for the filth. So I was like, okay, I wanted to do my 1-2 whatever, and I got another battle versus this kid who was up and coming. He was fire.
What was his
Um,
name?
Gatman Jones.
And this was all on ground time?
Uh huh. And Boston.
Yo, all this time I know you, I never knew that you got your start on grind time.
I did, and actually, shout out to Chilla Jones who said I lost my motherfucking battle versus Maroney. He's on bullshit.
Oh, he was a judge?
I believe him and motherfucking T Moneybags. There was a few of them said I fucking lost, man.
So
Talk about keep going. I said, all right, I'm gonna keep going, and I did.
who who got you, like, you just like, who said, yo, I'm gonna get you this battle? Who was the person that was working for grind time that was like, yo, we're gonna put
His
her
name
in
was,
that?
I believe, Aztec.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. So you do those two battles and then what?
I mean, as bad as I lost to fucking Maroney, is as good as I beat Gatman Jones on the stage, dress heels, everything, and got with
N-
him. And
Now was that different than the first battle, the attire?
nah, so the thing was, when I battled Maroney, that's when I was on my way to the club with my cousin. So I had already went in like a little cute little dress. a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
flower in
yeah.
my hair. I was holding a little clutch. So I was like, fuck it. This is only gonna take but so much time, and we're going out afterwards.
Okay.
And when
So it
I read
wasn't
the
it wasn't
fucking,
like it wasn't like planned like yo I'm gonna do this like this. It was just like nah, cause
it was
that wasn't.
convenience. It was strictly convenience. It was strictly like, hey, listen, we're gonna go fuck around and try to see if you can do this little battle rap shit or whatever the case may be, right?
Hmm.
And then and I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think that I realized it was gonna be like recorded and put out and everything like that. I think I was just gonna go and try to see for the next one.
Yeah,
But I went and I was dressed because, like I said, we was going to the club. It was in downtown Boston, so we was going to the club anyway.
yeah,
And I went and got cooked. And I read the comments when they put the battle out, whatever. I read the comments or whatever. I was mad excited because my first piece of footage on YouTube and stuff. I was super hyped.
yeah.
I'm reading up comments or whatever. They was kind of getting crazy. Like, why she got on a dress? People was talking shit or whatever. Like, what she thought this was. Like, being funny.
Oh man.
So after that, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm wearing a dress every time, bitches, because none of these other bitches are doing this for real."
Okay.
I wasn't really watching Mad Queen of the Ring at the time, so I
Hmm.
wasn't hip to like it came in stages. You know what I'm saying? Like when I
Yeah.
first was Grind Time, that's what I was on. So I was like, I'm gonna start wearing dresses every time. So when I battled Gatman Jones, I'm short ass little black dress, fucking 4-inch heels, like on the stage, like, oh no, we about to do this.
Yeah. So
And
that was purpose. That was
yes,
purposeful.
that was
The
perfect.
next
That's when
time.
I started saying like, this is what. That's why I decided to start wearing dresses because they was laughing at me for it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's not really my
That's
how
kind
I
of
dress. That's not really my. People be thinking like I'm a super like me, cause like what I'm saying.
yeah.
I'm not. This is me more often than not. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's
They
like,
they think you're gonna be in high heels and makeup every day.
yeah, I'm
Nah.
not. I'm not.
I want to say, to all the battle rap fans, man, back when 40 was just getting out here in them comments. I mean, thank y'all for talking y'all shit, but fuck y'all for talking shit about a woman dressed like she going to the club in a battle, man. I don't want to see nobody in no steel toe boots, man. Y'all
Oh, those
gone
they
with that
still
shit.
have. Oh no, they go back and forth. Even to this day, they be like, "Oh, you just wearing dresses because, like, why can't I?" And
Like,
there's
yo,
one time that I intentionally wore some stank butt shorts on purpose. Like, other than that, I don't be wearing no crazy ass clothes. I be covered. I wear cute dresses. Like, I
yeah,
don't even be super revealing. But
yeah, nah. I appreciate both. Whoever, whether you wearing steel toes or you wearing a dress, diversity is dope. It's an opportunity for us to see everybody that's fire. And the guys, I'm yo put on a shirt with a logo on it, go do my battle and get my little money for wearing this shirt with a logo on it. Wear a hat or don't, and take my ass on. Um, so you do those battles. You kill Gatman Jones. That's a horrible name, man.
and he is so
Gatman
listen. He's so
Jones.
fucking fire.
Really?
He changed his name, I think, to Sonny Carson or something like that. Since then,
Yo, okay, yeah.
he's no quest. He's really good. When I'm telling you, I was even surprised I beat him. I thought he was gonna kill me. I was so happy that I won. You hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what's up?
Now
What's up?
were you
It was a
in
judged one too.
okay, okay. The
Hmm.
judge battle, y'all scared of them judge battles. Were you rapping like the 40 we know right now? Or were you more like I saw an old clip of Twerk rapping like conceited before, right? So like were you what who were you influenced by early on?
Damn, I don't even. That's a good fucking question, Quest. Because I definitely wasn't rapping how I am now. I feel like it's a little bit. I don't even. Damn. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good fucking question. I don't know. I definitely. I was still doing my schemes were a lot more like premature. Like what I'm saying. I was doing stuff. I know I've always like word association and stuff like that, but
Okay.
it wasn't as polished. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What
I
made you
always
want
had
to do
like
it
some
like that?
cutthroat shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I liked a little bit what I saw people doing, and I feel like it was like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I'm gonna talk crazy to you like this person, but I don't want that to be everything. I don't want to be nerdy like this, but I also don't want to be on no basic shit. I don't
Right.
know. I feel like I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I gotta think
Okay.
about that.
Okay. Okay. See, look, we got good questions over here, y'all. Look at that, man. We got 40 telling us we got good questions. You know
Yeah.
we got some good questions. So, All right, you go, you do that. Are you feeling yourself at the time when you body this battle? Can anybody tell you anything at this moment, or are you still a little humble? You just kind of getting your feet
Nah,
wet.
I was still very much humble. I was excited about the win, but I knew that he was good enough to. I just had a better night that night. I might have even had a little luck on my side. He was definitely the better rapper than me
Okay,
in general at that time. You know what I'm saying? So
okay,
I'm a lot of shit, but I ain't stupid. So I was definitely wasn't about to be forced, but I was definitely happy. Um, yeah,
okay.
and I ended up having another battle on grind time. I think Killer
Menace,
had,
right?
yeah, Battle Menace. Yep.
Yeah. That was before that. You did. That's when you ended up on Queen of the Ring. Before that, though, because like right after the.
Nah, Menace. All those battles were all. I was all on grind time before I went to Queen of the Ring.
Oh, word. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I battled.
Where'd you
I
battle?
battled Maroney. I battled Maroney. Then I battled Gatman. Then I battled Menace. Menace.
Mm-hmm.
That was a judge loss too. That was 3 rounds, and then we went into overtime, and I was not prepared for no motherfucking overtime round. And
Mm.
yo, let me tell you, I thought my homegirl was gonna fucking give me the dub because she was a fucking judge. That bitch voted for that bitch. I said, I ain't fuck with you no more after this, bitch. I'm all set with you,
Come on,
bitch.
man. I ain't man. I'm voting for Marv,
I looked
dog.
at her
You
and I
better
just knew I
go
had.
somewhere, man.
I looked at her. She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, I am gonna have to go." I said, "I know you fucking lying, bitch." So, yeah, that was Judge L for me. And then after minutes, um, Debo had reached out to me and he had asked me about getting on Queen of the Ring. I think in between those two battles, between like
Okay.
Gatman and Menace, and I had told him like, no, I'm gonna stay on grind time. Like I had started watching Queen of Ring around the time, but
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't really want to do that. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it made more sense for me to be one of the fewer girls at grind time and really stand out than be one of a bunch of girls at Queen of the Ring. So that was kind of
Okay.
my strategy initially. That's what I thought.
Okay.
D was like, nah, you got something different. I want you to come to the ring. You need to try, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Direct even gave me his blessing too, because at that time, grind time was, with all due respect, it was kind of,
Yeah.
you know, doing its own little one too. It was kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know the right word to say without being respectful. It was like dissolving, right? It was kind of
Yeah.
just kind of
It was.
going
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. It was falling apart.
It was falling apart. It was falling off. So, I was like, okay, like fuck it. So I was like, okay, I'll come do a sparring session, and after minutes or whatever. So I think like a month after my minutes battle in November 2011 or whatever, I battled Ema X my sparring session, and I showed Ema said my fucking kids' names, man. I couldn't believe that shit because I wasn't on that type of time. Ema said my kids' names. They can see me. Oh, hey, babe. Um, Ema did my Ema said my fucking kids' names, and when I'm telling you that shit fucked me up so much, I said my round, and I choked. I couldn't even think straight because I wasn't on that type of time. I wasn't on the personal type of shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But them bitches was cutthroat, so I was like, okay, this is what it's gonna be.
Okay.
Fucked that up, and I was supposed to battle um, No, I'm sorry. I was supposed to battle Hazzy
Has he?
after that. Yeah, I was supposed to
Okay.
have battle Hazzy. Something happened where that battle ended up getting canceled, and I ended up going. They was like, "Yo, we're gonna put you straight to the ring," because I had fucked up in my sparring session. I was supposed to spar again. I was
Mm.
supposed to battle Hazzy again in the sparring session. I think in like January. This is the end of 2011, going 2012, and by the grace of God, I went straight to the ring. They said, "We're gonna give you Star Smiles." Before I battled Star Smiles, though, I still had a commitment to grind time. I was supposed to battle Precise, so I battled
Okay.
Precise a week beforehand in New York. Came back, I beat Precise. The footage got fucked up for some reason, but I beat Precise. Came back a week later, battled Star Smiles, showed the fuck out, and Cal was there, X Factor was there. So that's
Okay.
when it all
Okay.
started.
Okay. 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 Okay.
February 2012, something like that.
You know, I can't even looking at these dates or hearing these dates, just knowing and seeing everything you've done in this time. I just always think you have been around and in the mix before that. Do you
I
get
got
that a lot?
Yeah, a lot of people we have in my class fucked up. I'd be like, I came in like I've been here for a while, but I came in after like You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. I would have
Farrah,
thought you
Shuni,
came
and
in with
Norman, all them.
Farrah,
Like I was
Shuni, and all them.
watching them.
Yeah.
Like I was watching them, and then I
Okay.
came in and I was like, okay, like I started doing a grind time thing. Then I came over to their side of
Okay.
shit.
All right. So from there, you Star Smiles, Norma Bates, Tori Doe. Where did you and Gaddis battle?
Me and Gaddis battled in Boston for Karma Loop.
Okay, that's when. Okay, is that something like when Direct was putting some stuff together? Was that?
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Karma Loop did like they used to have like those live streams and shit like that or
yeah,
whatever. So like a live stream, we went and me and Gaddis was supposed to do. They gave us like a week prep.
yeah.
Like, oh, come do this. And I really wasn't on, the level that I'm on like that. And I was like, oh, fuck it. It was a challenge. I went, did it. And we had a judged one on Karma. I won on Karma Loop. The
Mhm.
crazy thing about it is because it was a live stream and so many people had wanted to see me and Gaddis in the battle rap community, Direct was like, hey, let's go outside in the commons and you guys spit your round. So that's why the battle got shot again. There was no um, yeah, 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 yep, yep. It was
Man,
people was trying to be funny. Like people both I have said it like, oh, you guys had to shoot your battle. Like, no, it was live streamed upstairs for Karma Loop or whatever the case
yeah.
may be. And he was like, yo, I guess Direct wanted the footage too for the battle rap community. So we went
Okay,
downstairs and we battled outside in Boston Commons outside the building.
that's what's up. Well, hey man, yeah, that's for the community though.
Yeah,
Like
that
I
it
gave
was.
y'all that, and I
You're
ain't had to
damned if
do
you
that.
do. You're damned if you
If
fucking
you wouldn't have
don't.
did it, they'd have said you guys robbed us of an
Yeah, y'all
opportunity.
could have did it. So yeah.
So like during this time though, you're still coming up in ranks. Like you're making your noise on Queen of the Ring. You go from battling Tori Doe, and then you get like in a row, you get Farrah, Bonnie, Jazz, like back to back to back, right?
Yeah, I was
What
getting
is
busy.
your preparation? What is your mind like right now? Is this a plan? Is this something you planned, or is this something that it just kind of happened how it happened?
Nah, it just happened. Every person that they put in front of me, it was like you gotta go ahead and do it. Like Star Smile, shout out to her. She's like been a gatekeeper. Like if Star Smiles hold it down. So I
Mm-hmm.
went battle Star Smiles, Norma Bates, then Tori. I think Gaddis that summer or something like that. And then I battled Bonnie. Or was it Farrah? Did I battle Bonnie or Farrah first? I think I battled Bonnie first. I
I think
battled
it.
Bonnie first.
You battled Bonnie before Farrah.
I think I be getting fucked up. I'm trying to
I
remember.
I think you. I know when they dropped. Like the Bonnie battle dropped in October that year, and then the Farrah battle dropped like in March or something.
Of that year?
Yep,
Oh,
13.
okay, then that's what it was. Then that's what it was. Then I battled Farrah. Farrah's the only person that I ever asked for to battle
Okay.
because when I first started watching battle rap or whatever, like Farrah was that bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
it was like everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I want to battle her.
Okay.
I want to battle her. Like even like we was on Glad TV talking shit, doing our face off or whatever the case may be, and yeah, Farrah's the only person that I asked for. Everybody else was like, yo, I got this match for you. What you trying to do? And it's like, yo, fuck it, let's do it. Line them up.
Okay.
Hmm.
So after that, you battled Bonnie.
Hmm.
Now, who came around first, you or Bonnie?
I was around, but Bonnie was right after me.
Okay.
Bonnie just was in the sparring session. Like she gonna kill me. Bonnie just had to spar a couple more times than I did.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Bonnie came around. Her class was I think like right after mine.
Okay. Did you? By that time, Bonnie had kind of caught like wind, right? Like she was making a name for herself, right?
Yeah, when Bonnie finally got in the ring, like she started doing her one too. She started moving other places, doing the King of Dot shit. Like she started, yeah.
Okay.
I
Were
mean,
you at this point in time, this 2013? Are you feeling like after the Farrah battle? Are you feeling like, yo, I'm one of the I'm one of the people to see, or are you still seeking? Like, I know you're not requesting certain people, but are you still trying to conquer this ground, or do you feel like you're the number one motherfucker right now?
when I battled, when I battled Farrah after that, the people at that time for me to beat was Hard Jazz, I think, and Shayna.
Okay.
those were the people I think I was like, those were the like, oh, these are the top dogs right now. You know what I'm saying? In my mind or
Okay.
something like that. Like I think, because I remember I battled Farrah, and I said, I'm gonna bow to you to kill heart to get to something to get to heart like an artery, some stupid
Yeah.
shit or whatever kids. So yeah, um, I felt like I was definitely on my shit, but I still wanted. I wasn't at the elite level. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay. So you get one of the first names after Bonnie. You get Jazz to start like in July, or not in July, but
In June.
2014, like
Yeah.
June. This is a
Child,
big event, right?
look at me. Child, I should have sent you a rider. We're not talking about the jet. No, so go ahead.
What is your mindset getting ready for this battle? Like just in general, what's going on in life? What's happening with writing and prepping? Like what's going on?
A lot of shit was happening in 20 fucking 14.
Okay.
I had all that, like me being in shelter and stuff like that. Like I had literally, I moved out of the shelter, I think in May of 2014. I had moved into my apartment.
Okay.
Um, in transition of me moving, I lost my notebook for jazz. So I had like mad bars written. Shit, like
Yeah,
I
you
lost my notebook.
write your raps down, don't you?
I do, I do, I do. So I lost my notebook. The thing back then is like that's why I left Team 40. Like I had a really close knit circle. Like I'd call them and I'd fucking spit my bars. I'd be like, yo, da 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 da, shoot, send them little videos of me practicing my material. And when I was calling, crying and freaking out, a couple of them was like, yo, I got a couple of videos you sent me, like sending them right back to me. Like, oh, okay, well, let me piece it together like that.
Yeah.
The thing was, is I battled 3 times. I wanted to try to do something great. I was like, oh, I'm going to battle 3 times in 30 days. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
make this record. I'm going to really, you know.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
when you battle
battled
her, Briscoe, and Cortez.
Free Briscoe, man. Yeah, I
Yeah.
battled Briscoe. I battled Cortez. And then I battled Jazz. But again, like I said, it also was June. My son had just graduated from the 5th grade. It was like a lot of shit going on
Yeah.
that I was doing. I'm not making no excuses, but I'm just keeping it a buck,
Yeah, no,
right?
this is a show where we talk about just life, cause like people don't know that like, yo, man, real life be happening while we're preparing. Like this ain't the only thing we got to do. So yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I did the best I could have memorized as much as I could, got it together. I had this whole big thing. It was the first time I was gonna try to do a real prop or whatever. So
Hmm.
my whole angle was like, I'm the queen and you're not. Basically, you've never been anywhere. You can't lead anybody if you've never been anywhere. So that was my whole angle towards jazz. You know what I mean? That was how I was coming.
Okay.
It was gonna come this whole queen dress, right? Had this whole
Hmm.
throne made, and I'm just gonna make this whole big entrance, this
Okay.
whole whoop de doo. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be at Urban Plaza. Da 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 da. Child, my dress ended up having I had a wardrobe malfunction. My
Oh
cousin was upstairs
no.
arguing with Tori Doe. I went downstairs at
No.
Urban Plaza. I fucking seen Shayna Ashley in the side room. I spit my rounds to Shayna. Like, you know, I'm nervous. You know how it be at battles, like, yo, I'm about to spit my shit. Let's spar.
Yeah.
Spit my shit to Shayna. She's like, all right, you ready? Cool. I go upstairs. I'm about to get mic'd up. Um, in between that, like my dress, they was like, "Oh, your dress is fucked up." So I had this big ass white dress or whatever, like this crown,
Yeah.
everything. Niggas was laughing at me. The shit looked good, whatever. White sneakers. I ended up having to just go and throw on a black little tank top dress that was in the car because my dress ended up fucking up. Um,
Damn.
I had this big ass throne. There's no way that I was gonna be able to come down the stairs. It was just like a shit show. It was a shit show. I remember Hart looked at me and was like, "Yo, how you gonna get that down the stairs?" Like, shut your ass up. So
I can hear it
fucking
too. What she?
oh,
How you gonna get that down the stairs?
and it was just like so ghetto. Tori had came upstairs and she was all high off her win from battling C3, so she's all bopping around upstairs and she's like, "Yo, something like I got an attitude. Don't talk to me. You been ain't talking to me ever since I battled you, man. Go ahead with all that shit." I was so mad. I'm getting my shit together.
Hmm.
Nels, I think Nuna Nels was like, "Oh, you ready?" or something like that. I'm downstairs. And I'm thinking about, I'm like, let me start thinking about my first round. And my shit just started shooting a blank. I'm like, oh my God, how did I start my round? How did I start my round? How did I start my round? As I'm walking down the stairs, I look back to my cousin. I grabbed her sunglasses like this, put the motherfuckers on. Like, it's going to be a long night. And it just, I think in that moment, I kind of gave up when I was like freaking out. I think I kind of gave up because I couldn't believe that shit.
Right.
So got up there, stunk it up. When I tell you, Quest, I wanted to fucking leave out that fucking ring the whole time. I was just gonna walk out, like really, like I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
leave. But there was so many people in Irving Plaza. I'm like, I'm gonna have to walk past all these people, and they're gonna ask me where am I going. So I had to just sit there. I swear to God, that's the only reason why I didn't leave.
Man. What does like
Thank you.
the next day or the night after the battle, like how does that experience go for you?
Child, I was in my feelings. I was all sad. I thought I was gonna lose Team 40 because I had them all there dressed in white. They was all targets. That shit was crazy.
Damn,
I was
man.
yo, of course I was in my feelings. I spent a whole week like dropping like freestyles crying. I just wanna be the one. Remember that song? I
Yeah.
just wanna be the one you remixing it, crying, singing the Team 40. I just wanna be the one you need. Like it was
Man.
it was sick.
Man,
It
shout
was
out Team
sick.
40, man.
Shout out Team
You
40.
got the most gangster support
I love
in
them.
battle rap. Like you can't talk bad. You got your like Team 40 only the only rivals to Team 40 are the Barbs and the Beehive, man.
And
Like
there's no rivalry because most of them are Barbs or part of the Beehive. So yeah,
so they're
there's no.
all like it's unified, right? How
Yeah,
did
I shout out to them. A lot of people in Team 40 already come with the dope ass energy because they
yeah,
with the shit. So
they
shout
want
out
this
to
shit.
them.
Yo, man, I remember I said something. I was just joking, like online, just joking with you, like, and I learned never to joke with you again online. I said something, and they was like, "Who the fuck is you to say something to motherfucking for?" I'm like, yo, my bad, my bad.
Like I'm
So you
just
do those
saying.
3 battles in 3 days. You wrap that up with battling Cortez on Black Ice, right?
Mhm.
By this time, you're going with your scheming. Your penmanship is being recognized,
Mhm.
and I'm sure you feel like you got something to prove after just having that that incident that you
What you
paid me
had?
not to speak of. And I checked my phone, the PayPal that was there, the Cash App was there, and if y'all watching, if y'all want to hit the Cash App, is right there. I promise I get 40 something too. So um, you battle Cortez, and now you got Shayna Ashley,
Mhm.
right? You and Shayna go. Now you
I
got the
battled. I battled. I battled like Spanko first, and then I battled Shane Ashley.
okay, okay.
Yep. I did.
Lex
I battled like
Banco.
Spanko on Boss Chick Battle League.
You know why I know about Lex Banco? Because we were filming 15 Minutes of Fame when they used to play that game with the buzzer and stuff, whatever.
Yep.
And Marv just kept hitting the buzzer saying Lex Banco. Like
You know what? She's lucky I even said her name. Gave her a dusty ass little time on here, but I looked real good in that battle, and I fucked her up. Y'all go check that out.
you you went to battle when you and Shayna battled. You had the what was that? I don't know what color that is. Is that teal? Is it teal?
Yeah, like blue. That's like one of my
Okay.
favorite colors. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What's the inspiration behind like the hair? Like you always do something with the hair, like a color, kind of like is that just your thing? Like yo, or do you do that so like when you're on the stage, like something pop? Is it a aesthetic?
I started, shout out to battle rap because, like, when it comes with popularity and stuff like that, different people started reaching out to me and started helping me. Like, my girl Renee from Best Hair, she
Mm-hmm.
helped get my look together, my hair together for that Shayna battle. So
Mm,
beforehand, a lot of times, like, I was doing my hair myself or, like, things like that. But
yeah,
when I started getting popular, people reached out to me, gifting me, asking me to post with their hair, all kind of shit like that. So
that's
that
really
also
dope.
helped me to elevate my brand too. A lot of it was like, yo, you should do this. So I made this for you. I'm gonna do that. So a lot of that helped me.
Word, and that's Team 40, man. Y'all
Hmm.
got everything, man. Y'all a whole community. That's so dope.
Hmm.
So you and Shayna battle. Y'all bar out. You battle another John. You've been battling. You at this point, women weren't really going at the guys like that, but you've always been going at the guys from the beginning, really.
Yeah, because I forgot in 2014, I battled Daylight that year too. I forgot.
Yeah, yeah. Do you
Yeah.
do you think that women should start their career battling co-ed, or just not women, do you think that battlers should start their careers battling co-ed, or do you think it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like battle rap is battle rap. It's not weightlifting.
Yeah.
You know
Me
what I'm
too.
saying?
I do
I
too.
feel like it's one of those things where rock out. And the
Yeah.
quicker that you're able to actually, unfortunately, in a male dominated sport, the quicker that a female is actually able to be respected amongst her male counterparts and her male peers is when she gets in the ring with them. So the quicker you can do that, the quicker that you're, respected as one of them, if you're good enough to be that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah. For sure.
Because that takes away from she's good for a girl.
Yeah. When you and Bonnie decided to do the 2-on-2, uh, I remember y'all were talking like crazy, crazy, and it was something that kind of I didn't expect. I didn't. I don't know the inner workings of battle rap, especially you and I didn't know each other at this time, and I didn't know Bonnie. I just saw y'all in passing.
Hmm.
Well, I won't say we didn't know each other, but we didn't have like a kinship.
Hmm.
So, what was the preparation for that, and was it something y'all were looking to do, or was it kind of just brought to y'all?
So it was brought to me. Debo had asked me a couple of different opponents. I think I get it fucked up. I feel like one was Don Lady, one was somebody else. I can't remember, and the other was Bonnie. And I felt like at that time, me and Bonnie's styles made the most sense to mesh together as far as for a team.
Mm.
Like we both kind of had like we weren't super like explosive battle rappers, or you know what I mean. I just felt like
Yeah,
it made more sense for us to whatever. And yeah, and we both we both put in time to go because we weren't like friends, like we were cordial and stuff like that, but we weren't friends or anything like that. I was
yeah,
like, fuck, it's something we could do. I went and I stayed in New York for damn near a week and a half and stuff like that. And she came to Boston and stayed in Boston for a week, like, and we were on the phone and
yeah,
we really dedicated time
yeah.
to doing it. So yeah.
Okay. Do you during this time do you find, because at this time Bonnie's not a parent, you're a parent, you got other shit to worry about too. Uh, how are you at balancing just being a parent, making a living, because this shit ain't wasn't taking care of everything like at this point in time,
Nope.
and prepping for these battles, because like yo, just in this short span of time, like on the real, you got in a year's time, like in a little over a year's time, you got Farrah, Bonnie, Jazz, Cortez, Shayna, Shine, and DNA, and then
Daylight
you
too. Look.
Daylight,
Mm.
and then we get to the Heart battle. Like, how are you maintaining regular life, like regular stability, sanity, parenthood, all this stuff? How are you juggling all these things while creating some of the greatest material that we've heard in this culture?
Hold on. It was I don't know. It was a lot because I was going back and forth between like little. I always kept like a little bullshit job or something like that, but
Mm.
I'll quit a job in a minute too. Like it's nasty. Like, I'm definitely quit a job too. Damn, when did I battle Duchess? I might have battled Duchess in that period of time too. I ain't gonna
Okay.
hold you. I was getting busy though, and it was a lot. The summertime. I know it sounds crazy, but the summertime made it easier because, um, like
School was out.
yeah, school was out and um, my kids would always be like with their fathers and stuff like that. Like they,
Hmm.
they'd be with their
Yeah.
family a lot and shit like that. So that was a lot too. So I could move around a lot more.
Okay.
And during the week, during the school year and shit like that, I just had to set side time apart. Like I'd be writing. If I wasn't working, I'd be writing while they're in school. When I get home, get them settled, feed them, get them in bed, and I'm right back to writing. Or I'm
Yeah.
up watching battles and shit. Like that kind of shit. Um, there's a lot of times that I feel guilty about that I spent on battle rap when I could have been spending on doing shit with my kids. When I could have
Mm.
been spending on doing time with things with my kids. And then there's times when battle rap came secondary and you can tell in what I had going on because it's just like y'all don't want to hear my excuses, but it is what it is. I chose poor time management, but I still had to choose my kids over said
Definitely.
situation. So
And I think like sometimes we like you think about whatever job people go to every day. It's like, yo, if your kid was sick, you leave work, right? Like you go take care of your kid. If something was going on,
Yeah.
you your head may be somewhere else while you up at this job doing whatever you do at this job, you know. So that's important.
Or trying to perform your job when you don't personally feel well. You have your
Yeah,
own ailments and things going on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Shit like that. So, yeah.
By the time like whenever I hear you and E Hart in the same space, like y'all just sound like y'all are the greatest of friends. It's so like y'all personalities work well together. Like she's y'all both aggressive in tone, but different kinds of aggressive.
Good
And
cop,
y'all are
bad cop.
yeah. And y'all can talk to each other how nobody else can talk to y'all. And I think that's what I enjoy when I listen to y'all communicate, right?
hmm
Uh was it like that when y'all battled or did this happen after?
No, no. Me and E Hart, like, while we were always like respectful, we never had any issues and stuff. We were always cordial and stuff like that beforehand. Um, we didn't have any drama or anything like that. And when we battled, after we battled, I think we started building more of a rapport. That's when we started getting like cooler and stuff like that. You know, it's always
Yeah.
easy to be cool with people after you battle them and
After
shit
you
like
battle
that.
them, yeah.
Yeah. So we got cool, and yeah, yeah, we started
Okay.
building a friendship. That's what made us decide to do the 2-on-2 together. Like, yo, fuck it, we gonna be like a duo. Let's just try this out and shit like that. I
You
think
know
we was
how
on. Yeah. What you
I
say?
have I have a video I'm gonna show you next time I see you, which
Okay.
which will be sooner than
Which
later,
be it should be it
in
should be
hours.
hours. Okay.
Yeah. Um, I have a video of y'all arguing with Jazz and Official before the battle. I have in the wherever we are at the little pool thing. Like somebody was filming us, and I was like, "Yo, give me that. Send that to me. Delete that. Whatever."
Yo, me and her
But
knew it was just like
man, y'all was but
that shit
listen.
was that 2-on-2, man. That was just it is so sad because we really just we really just it took a longer time for us to mesh, like to agree with our styles, like how we want to do stuff and things
Hmm.
like that. So it was what it was, and we were far apart. We, you know what I mean? It just was what it was. I had just moved to Atlanta. I was still living in Airbnb when I fucking was practicing. Right? I was working overnights at CVS.
Hmm.
I was working fucking like 11 to fucking 7. I'm getting off of work. Heart's waking up in the morning, calling me at 9, like, yo, what's up? You ready to write? And I'm like, let me sleep for a couple hours. By the time I'm
Word.
waking up 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, she's getting her daughter from school, like, yo, let me get settled. By the time she's getting ready to call me, I'm laying back down to go to sleep for work because I got to be up for 11.
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Yeah, man. The material we had was fucking crazy, though. I can't even. It just didn't work out, man.
Yeah.
It
I
didn't work
remember we
out.
was with y'all a lot of that day. We ain't our shit ain't worked out too
It
well that
didn't
day.
work
Maybe we should have
out.
stayed away from each other that fucking trip, man. That was
That shit
bad.
didn't work the fuck out. Bitch had an
Man,
attitude and everything. I would just walk around like.
man.
I remember going to the fucking park a lot after that battle, and I remember
Yeah.
crying like, "Oh my god, everybody thinks I'm on drugs. Oh my god."
Man.
I didn't even care about the fucking battle. I was just so not like that, but I was just like,
Yeah.
I hate battle rap. Not coming
Man.
back here no more.
I've had two times where I've just been like, and that was one of them. Like I was very upset. I was upset with myself because I had never messed up in a battle in 15 years at that time. I never messed up, and we'll talk about it off camera. But like I had a real life moment going on in the middle of like literally while I was on stage, and it just took. And I'm like, man, you're better than that. Like beating yourself up, but how do you bounce back from that feeling?
The next person just gotta die.
Yeah.
That's really what it be. The next person has to die.
You got to die. Hey, whenever I hear that, I think about you. Remember High Learning?
Yeah.
Remember Omar got a hold of Rim. You gon' die. You
Yes.
gon'
And this
die.
is and this is what I'm saying. Like, I, your mindset has to literally be like, I gotta get my get back. I gotta get my leg back. Like, this is crazy. Yeah.
Are
So
you are you still in that state on the flight home, the ride home? Like how long does that like man, what the fuck? How long does that last for you?
different battles have done different things with me depending on what is going on. Like those times when you go into a battle, like I've gone into a battle and have been prepared and I fucked up, that will make you, that'll fuck me up more than anything. When I go
Mhm.
into a situation, I'm knowing like, damn, bitch, you didn't prepare like you need to. You just got to go in here because you have to just, you made your bed, you got to lie in it. When
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
situations, while it's disappointing and I'm not like minimizing it, I can kind of get over it quicker because I already knew going into the situation what it was going to be. It's
Mhm.
those times when you don't expect to fuck up or something throws you off, or at the last minute, it's just like, oh my God, I had a brain fart or something.
Yeah.
Those are the things that kind of stick with me because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those will stick with me a little bit longer. But the times when I've been irresponsible, like court preparation and stuff like that, I stick about. I feel guilty about shit, like because like people spend a lot of money and time like supporting me, coming out to see me, flying out, buying tickets, outfits, babysitters, hotels, all kind of shit. And I
Mhm.
understand and respect that. So I always feel like, damn, I hate the idea of someone wasting their money or being discouraged with spending their time on supporting me and I let them down. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So
Yeah.
that sits with me for a while. And I just try my best. Like, damn, I gotta just try to get it back. It's.
Okay. When you and when you and when we look at your battle career like as a whole, like I'm just looking through just your resume. Your resume is just littered with some of the some of the dopest, and it's a lot of people that you've given shots and opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like I'm looking at battles you and LL Cool G and you and Double M and like you and Drugs early on. Uh, like outside of the bread, because I know they pay in that regard. Do you why are you okay with taking the up and comers in the sport when a lot of people of your stature they shy away from it?
I'm not afraid to play ball. Like I feel like that's what we do. I feel like if you're the queen or if you're supposed to be that person, like you're not supposed to be afraid to defend your title. Like I don't give a fuck. I do understand people, being more exclusive and picking and choosing their battles wisely. I'm not mad at people who take that route either.
Hmm.
I've been more successful with being outside more. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like that worked for me. That's what helped get my fan base buzzing. That's what helped keep my momentum going. So I don't necessarily think there's one way for anyone to do it. I guess it's kind of whatever works best for each person, whatever their goals are, what aligns with, what they got going on.
Okay. I want to talk about a battle only because I remember this battle from the screensaver of the battle. Um, we're gonna go to like 2019. You had a few battles in a row. Man, you had a lot of battles in 2019. LL Cool G, Double M, Toots for Street Status. You had TS and you and Couture. If I were just to show the screenshot of the screensaver for that battle, I would guess that you young ladies are best friends. That's what I would guess. I would
Me and
guess
Couture?
I would guess that you young ladies hated each other guts. I wish I could share it. Can I share it? I can't even share this picture. I wish I could share the image. I wish I could, but I can't. But if I could, I would. Tell me about that battle.
Me and Couture. That was a dope battle. New England versus New England. Uh, Couture, somebody who's another person I've never had like no drama with or whatever like that. Couture stays out the mess. She stays out the way. She's not really.
Hmm.
Um, but going into that battle, I think I was more so worried about like, damn, what kind of prop she's gonna bring.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like that kind of situation. But Yeah, I feel like that was a good battle. I feel like my delivery was not as clean as I would have liked, which I feel like hinders me in more my battles more often than not.
Okay.
But I still feel like I won. I do feel like, with all due respect to Couture, I do feel like that was not one of my favorite props of hers. When she, acted like the URL drink thing or whatever like that was not one of
Yeah.
my favorite props from her. So, um, yeah, outside of that, I think it was a good battle.
Okay. I
Mm.
found the picture. I found it. Now check this out. All right. Now, if one was looking at this picture, y'all don't look like y'all get along at all, man. Do
It
you
was
put on your game face? I know you say, yo, you gotta put in your mind that you got beef with the person, and I know that because I'm that guy. Like, before people, like, if you never heard me talk, if you never talked to me and you're not cool with me, I'm the meanest motherfucker you could have ever met. Like, it's like, man, do you get so wrapped up into battle mode that it impact your whole demeanor the whole night until you get your raps out?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, especially the opponents. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The more intense the battle is,
Mm.
the more like I feel like now I got to get in here in my bag. Yeah, you know what I mean. And Couture is one of those people because Couture is like queen of the game face.
Yeah.
Couture doesn't fucking
Yeah.
Couture doesn't bust no motion. That bitch is poker face. But you hear me? Like
Yeah.
she whatever. So I know I needed to be in that. Sometimes you can have battles with people. I've had battles with people where I didn't crack jokes. We're laughing. I'm like, shut up. Let's. We done done that. And other
Mm.
battles, you can't really play with motherfuckers like that. And Couture's not somebody that you could play with like that. So, um, yeah, I definitely was all that shit.
Okay. What about what about caffeine that took off during the pandemic, and it was kind of tough to get, like like it was a lot of men battles happening, and it wasn't a lot of like other ladies getting the kind of love that we got when we was able to all gather around. And then they did a Queen of the Rain battle with caffeine, right?
Hmm.
That was you and Hustle, right? Was that on
Um,
caffeine? Was
nope,
that
that
on
was not
caffeine?
caffeine. Nope,
That wasn't.
nope. I don't believe
Damn.
so. Wait,
Nah. What?
no, it wasn't. It might have been streamed to caffeine, but we weren't on
Okay. Okay.
because I might have that fucked up. But we were at the top.
Okay. But this battle in itself launched one of your, in my opinion, most successful merch campaigns, the cheetah print.
Oh yeah.
Everybody had the cheetah print 40 something on their profile. Like, I was on Twitter and I'm like, yo, what? All right, man. All right, all right. This is genius. This is genius. They buying these shirts. They getting these shirts. You should have had. If you'd have had stickers, you could still make stickers. Let's get you. You know what? I'm gonna gift you some cheetah print stickers. Send me
Thank
the
you.
40 cheetah print lady.
Okay.
And courtesy of the I Said Yo podcast, we gonna get you some cheetah print stickers. We're gonna ship them right to your house.
Thank you.
All right. So listen.
Now you know let's appreciate y'all.
Right. So at this point in time, you and Hustle are considered, just like we already know. Y'all know what it is, man. It's only a few. You in a rare airspace. Okay. Um, you and Hustle go down. Y'all got very, very different rhyme styles. And I wanted to talk about that and the battle. We can talk about the battle, but when it come down to just rhyme styles, when you're approaching and you're about to battle somebody that's rah rah and brolic with their delivery, let's say like a Hustle, like a Shuni who you've battled, who's not as smooth with it. Like, that's an old nigga lingo, smooth. Yeah, you're pretty smooth. But you're just really, really dope, and you don't have to yell to get that bar off that had that impact. how do you prepare, or how do you get ready to deal with somebody that does do that, that does project and yell and scream? Like, how do you get ready
I
for
don't
that?
be worried about that shit.
Okay.
I don't prepare any different. Let me tell you something. I literally, each battle is going to sound crazy depending on how the person makes me feel, depending on the public perception. That literally all factors into how I'm going to approach the battle. When everybody told me, oh, Hustle's going to outperform you, she's going to da da da, I decided, you know what? You have to step your performance up. I was so much worried about it so that, like, it was hindering me from actually memorizing my material. I was in a
Mm,
hotel the night before, and that's why I was telling everybody, like, I stayed up all night and I literally was spitting my rounds to jazz all night
mm-hmm.
till I memorized my shit.
Okay.
So, um, and the crazy thing about it is every time I was losing energy, she was like, you want to be right, you got to rap. Like, don't just get tired and just get through it. Like, keep the same energy. So I did that. And I tied that in with the, like I said, the performance I've been working on that I wanted to do. And I went in there and I felt like I got what I needed done.
How did
But
you feel leaving that battle?
done. I felt good. I felt excellent. I felt
Okay.
like um, it was a dope situation. Hustle's an amazing battle rapper. She's one of the greatest female battle rappers, period. So I feel like it was an amazing accomplishment. It was one of them nuts on my belt. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's different. Like I said, I approached that battle like that because I really felt like I wanted to show people, no, I can do this. It's not my style, but I can rise to the occasion if need be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with Casey, it was different. You know what I'm saying? With Casey, it was a polar opposite. People kept saying Casey's gonna bark on you, da da da, and I was like, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna whisper the whole battle, and I'm still gonna beat her, and I
Okay.
did. You know what I'm saying? So
So
it just
so
depends.
so what
It makes
what
it, and I did.
what gives you, like, is that just how you feeling that day? Or do you put some really, really deep thought into it sometimes, or just like it just depends?
Most of the time, I put really deep thought into it because it's all in how I'm gonna craft my material. I have to write up or something like that. Like for me to battle hustle, I have to write my bars in a way that I have to do action bars. Like I'll
Okay.
step on you, stomp you, da da da. So that way, okay, like I can make myself do that.
And you can make
Versus
them
when I'm battling
visualize it.
Casey, I can be intricate. Da, 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 da. I'm still gonna do that because I'm not. I'm still gonna give it to you just like this,
Mm-hmm.
and you can yell. And I was like, I'm not gonna break a fucking sweat during this
Mm-hmm.
battle. That was my intention to do that, and that's why I made it a point to
Okay.
uh, structure my material the way I did.
So you got a, after you battle hustle, you got a dub that we hadn't really seen many of these dubs, especially when it came down to the fans. Um, Against the homie free the wave, free surf.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Free
you and
that.
you and surf battle. Now I remember the face off. Like surf when it comes down to just marketing and selling a fight. Surf is one of the few people that I see do it like almost effortlessly. But I remember, like, he always figures out a place in the face off, or in the battle, or in the lead up, or in the promo, to make me remember something that happened, whether it's eating the chips. Uh, with you, wasn't he supposed to get like your battle outfit or something? Your or something. What did he say
Oh
in the
yeah,
face off?
bought my wig.
Okay, so he bought your wig for the battle. Did he really do that?
Yeah, he gave me money for it.
Okay. How did you approaching that battle, knowing where Surf stands as far as battle rap goes, knowing where he how he's revered? What's on your mind going into this battle?
I was scared. He was gonna kill me.
What?
Yeah, I'm scared he's gonna kill me. Yeah.
So you were writing like it was gonna be a problem. Okay. So so how did you approach that?
I was like, I gotta out talk him
Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't gonna like when you battling guys like it's like you gotta try to out gangster them or kind of like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna probably not outperform you if he's in there on his bag and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I have to use what I know best. I'm going to cut you as deep as possible. I gotta talk better than you. So that's why I
So
decided to take the approach on I'm gonna do the Munchausen by proxy bar. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna come at you like this because that's what I do best. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like break someone down. So that's what my approach was with.
Mm-hmm. When you did, what do you enjoy the promo leading up to the battle, or would you rather just show up and rap and be able to go home?
Sometimes it depends on the person. Some people make it fun. Sometimes it's just like messy. Sometimes it's like, forced. But it literally depends on the situation. I've had some dope time promo and battles, and I've had some forced times. I've had some, you know.
Yeah. When y'all did the first Chrome 23 event and y'all did the promo stuff for that, what did you think about that as you were doing it?
The promo was dope. I had to put myself in a special place and get out of my feelings because of my issue with QB. So that like took a certain level of maturity that I was surprised I possessed. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, I like the whole production of it. Remy's very particular about how she wants things done,
Mm-hmm.
and as far as like on the directing side of things and shit like that, like
Yeah.
makeup, this, hair, this, everything. It was like my first time being a part of that kind of production outside of caffeine. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like
Yeah.
their trailers and shit like that, and it was super dope.
I thought it was the bank scene or the robbery scene. I think to this day is hands down the best trailer I've ever seen in battle rap.
Listen, it was so fire. We was in like an old bank. I think it was like a the lady came and told us like it was a black owned bank. It was a bank now it's black owned, but back in the day, like black people weren't even allowed in it and crazy shit like this. Now it's owned by
Damn.
like it was like it had like some it was dope. It was dope.
Okay. How was it just working with Remy the very first Chrome event, like to be in the inaugural Chrome event? Uh, what was that experience like leading up to it and after?
It was dope. It was dope. I was excited or whatever like that. Like Remy brought a lot of stuff that I hadn't seen before, especially on the level that she did it, providing everything. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's like there's been time like we've had makeup and stuff before, things like that, but everything, makeup, hair, and everything like that kind of shit was different in itself. Like I said, the level of production as far as promo and things like that, it was a really industry feel.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? And it was dope. It was
Okay.
dope. It was dope.
As you're doing all this, like by this time, you're a name. You're a person that you go places. People know who you are, stuff like that. How does your family and your close friends uh, view or adjust to like, yo, this newfound found energy? I'm sure like it's weird for me when people that don't watch battle rap or watch what we do are somewhere and somebody come up to me and talk to me about this, and they're like what the hell. So how's your family? How do your kids take that one? Because I know it happened.
Yeah, everybody fucks with it. Like, I get a lot of love and stuff like that. My daughter's father wasn't too keen on it at first because he just like, he's like, why can't you just write songs and stuff? Like, why you gotta
Yeah,
battle rap? Like, but like, like you get to a point where niggas respect what you do, especially after you start accomplishing things and
yeah,
you know able to
yeah,
pay a couple bills every now and again with it,
yeah,
shit like that.
yeah,
So it becomes a little
yeah.
bit different. Um, so everybody, I'm gonna be honest, everybody that I know, like as far as all my family and my friends and stuff like that, they all have been nothing but supportive. Some of them on, more than others as far as coming, sharing battles, all kind of shit like that, whatever. And then some of them just as far as like, I seen you on that thing the other day, good shit, like you know what I mean. So it's all love. I've gotten nothing but love from like my friends and family.
Okay. What's some of the biggest challenges you done faced in your career?
Just time management. I take on a lot. Like I work well under pressure, contrary to some people's belief. The
Hmm.
problem is I don't give myself enough time to get things done. Like so, it's like you can have pressure, but you got to give yourself enough time to get things situated. So that's my biggest thing. I
Okay.
don't know if this head is giving me a headache or what. I got the pressure.
Well, we
Um,
almost done. I ain't gonna
no,
hold you
no, no,
too
no. You,
long.
no, you
I
good.
don't, I don't want you
I
having
keep
no
moving my head.
migraine.
Like
You
what the
did.
fuck?
You what do you consider like? I want to, we could talk about the battles all day, but I'm sure they seen all these battles.
God, I'm
But
glad we not, y'all. Hey,
but
sorry.
what do you consider like some of your most significant like memories just outside of the ring? Just something you think of and you say, yo, that was super significant to me in life.
That doesn't have to do a battle rap, just period.
Yeah, just outside of the ring.
Hmm. Damn, Quest. I don't know. Now I feel like I ain't done shit.
It ain't got to be nothing you done. It could just be something significant that's happened to you. Like, yo, somebody
I
gave
mean,
me a quarter and I got on the bus with it. I don't know.
oh nah, oh no. If that's the case, then like, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give my testimonial right now.
Okay.
Significant things that have happened to me in battle rap. I mean, outside of battle rap, that have had to do with my life. I'm not gonna hold you. It's gonna sound crazy. Most of them have been tied into battle rap. Outside of like the birth of my children and things like that, the
Yeah.
obvious things. Like some of the most like gracious acts that I've received, some of the most like selfless acts, some of the most like, oh my god, I can't believe like, someone gives a fuck about me like that, have come from people that I've met through battle rap. No
Word.
disrespect to my family and friends that I've grown up with or anything like that, but I mean like complete strangers. Even when I battled Cortez,
Mhm.
I flew into Chicago, and I was
Mhm.
supposed to get a connecting flight to Milwaukee, and the flight, our connecting flight was late. Whatever, wasn't gonna make it.
Okay.
I ended up meeting somebody who was a Team 40 on the fucking plane, and he lived in Chicago. He had him and his girlfriend. They drove me and my friend from Chicago to Milwaukee, so I can get to my battle. And I know that doesn't
Damn.
sound like, look, things like that. Everything like um, people show me so much love, and
Mhm.
I can never like I can't even begin to like list the love that I get from people
Word.
that I met in this culture. It makes me mad. Like it's surreal sometimes. So
Yeah. It
um, yeah, yeah.
and you putting out good energy, so you getting that back, and that's real dope. You think who's the number one person? Who would be the president of Team 40? If you had to like, here, this is what we'll do. So no one to get mad. If you had to elect a president, a vice president,
Mm-mm,
and a governor,
mm-mm,
you say you
mm-mm.
ain't doing it. You ain't doing it. Okay, all right. She
Because
don't. She
I
don't want
did
no
one of the
problems.
reasons. One of the reasons why Team 40 is so big is because years ago I had did a campaign. Hold on. I did a campaign, a Team 40 takeover, and I did like a map, and I literally made it a point to reach out to all my different supporters in different parts of the country. And I literally was like, "Hey, do you want to be like the captain of this region?" And da 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 da. And everybody has like their own like. So nope,
No, you say you
no,
don't.
hell to the no, no, no,
That's how you
no.
keep it harmonious.
You hear
Everybody in
me?
Team 40 ain't no hierarchy.
We
Y'all
just
on
one
flat
band. Look, one
land.
band, one sound. One
Yeah,
band, one sound.
yeah. Y'all a symphony. You feel me?
Yes.
So listen, what are some? And if you don't name some, I'ma name some because I know one for sure. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, can you tell me outside of just battle rap, of course? Do you have any other uh, artistic pursuits, interests, things you're really dope at that maybe people don't know? Anything you love doing that ain't putting the pen to the pad and writing in your prehistoric notebook.
I, so if they don't know, I have a natural skincare line that I do, Foreplay by 40 Bars.
Okay.
Um, I'm really like a crafty person. I'm really like a DIY type, make anything with my hands. Like that's my thing. So I make soap, sea salt scrubs, body butters, chapstick, hair oils, motherfucking
Is it under
salve.
3 ounces? I'm getting me some when I get down there. I'm
Oh
bring
yeah,
it
no,
back.
I did. I have. Oh, I have. Listen, I have a whole line of product, whole trial size with like. Let me show you.
Okay. Oh man.
I have all trial size stuff. Like,
Fire.
so I got you.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
y'all gotta make
got
sure,
you.
man. Y'all go online, y'all go on Instagram, hit my girl
I
40
got
up
you.
and tell her like,
My
yo, give me
website will be
some of that.
officially launched on the 20th of February, but in the meantime, I've been taking orders like via DM and stuff. I have an order form and shit like that. I haven't been going crazy because I really want it to be professional, look really good.
Hmm.
But people are fucking with my products. I'm getting a dope ass response. Shout out to everybody who's supported me so far and everybody who's going to in the future. And whoever can't support me, if you don't have money, like I don't count nobody's pockets. But if you do want to support me and you might not be able to purchase something, um, when I do start getting on my promo stuff, it's equally as helpful. Not equally, but super helpful. If you could just, share and support the shit. You might not buy it, but somebody you share it might buy it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So,
Yeah, you see somebody spending some money, you make them spend some money on this shit. You might
yeah.
not have the money, but you know somebody that got some money, so
We got
send it to
something for
them.
everybody. Sensitive skin, everything like that. I started this soap because I have very finicky skin. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
I have something for everybody.
Dope, 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 man. Y'all make sure y'all go holler at 40 on Instagram. All you gotta do is click that. It's in the chat if you in the chat and all that
Thank
good stuff.
you.
We got high tech stuff around here. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got when listen. I hope you got time tomorrow.
Yeah, we gonna
Hope you
get you
got time
together. We gonna get you
tomorrow.
together. We got you. 40, listen. Um, I need you before I get you out of here, and I know I done said that twice. This is the last time I'm gonna say it though. All right. I need you to. Um, there's somebody watching this right now, right?
Hmm.
That you and I gotta both look into the camera and just let them know not the battle. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm like,
There's somebody looking in the camera right now, man, watching this, watching your battles, and they're like, "Yo, this is something I want to do. I want to get out here. I want to pursue this." What would be just some really really valued advice that you can give them?
look at me, Quest. Look, don't,
Don't do it. Don't do it. I tried to tell you. Don't
don't.
do it. Don't do
No,
it. Work on that jump shot. Listen, you got a better chance of making it in the
listen, man.
NBA.
Go get you a trade, man.
Yeah,
Go get you a motherfucking trade
yeah,
and get some.
yeah. Learn how
Nah,
to.
but all jokes aside, if battle rap is something that you want to pursue or anything that has to do with any kind of arts, there's no one specific way to do anything, but certain things are gonna get you. It's undeniable. Consistency, hard work, all that typical shit that everybody else is gonna say. The Nike, just do it, that kind of stuff. But ultimately, you have to be real and make sure you have some real people around you. If you don't, it's gonna sound crazy. Don't just go out here and rap and just say stuff because you're able to put things together and feel as though just because you can do it that you can do it. Like I know it's gonna sound fucked up. This shit ain't for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't see me trying to be a pilot. I'm
Hey,
kind of scared of heights a little bit. Like
hey.
everything's not for every fucking body. So I just want to make sure if this is something that you want to do, just put your all into it. Hone your craft. Do your research. Learn as much as you can about it. Like anything else, battle rap is no different than anything else. You learn as much as you can about it. You put your fucking best foot forward. Get up on your good foot.
Get up on your good
Get up on
foot.
your good foot.
Get up on
And
your good foot. Hey yo, listen, 40. We appreciate you so much. We respect you. We love you. We honor you. I appreciate you. I love you. I respect
I
you. I
love you
honor you.
too.
Thank you for showing up.
Of course.
Any promo you want to do before you get up out of here?
No, but I will ask. I definitely want to come back. I'm gonna invite myself back.
We could just have you back for like a random discussion. We could just act a fool and just have fun.
Let's just chop it. Yes, because
Okay.
I will be launching my website for Play by 40 Bars. 220. Just follow me on social media, and you guys can look for updates on that. Coming within the next couple of days. Team 40. You guys already know. Without you, I'm nothing. Team 40. Unalive yourself. And shout out to everybody who fucks with me. Shout out to everybody who doesn't fuck with me either, because
Yeah,
I'm
we got
cooler than
something
the
for
other side
y'all.
of the pillow, man. You niggas is
Yeah.
stupid.
Um, hey, listen. Do me a favor. You'll be the first person to do this for me. In a while. Chilla did it too.
Been
I
a
just
while is
need a
crazy because I just
in a
sat.
while. In a while. In a while. I'm sorry. In a while. For this show. It was a long time ago when this was just a brainchild before it was real. I want to get an audio clip of you just saying, "I said yo," like you just about to say the craziest shit. Just real quick, give me "I said yo."
I said, yo. Let me stop playing with you. Okay, I'm about to do it. Ready? Do that for. I want mine to be the only one that's like mad dry. Like, look at what 40 did. No, sir. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I said, yo.
Hey yo, my heart jumped real quick. My heart jumped real
I
quick.
think that was good. I'm kind of
My
proud
heart
of
jumped real quick.
good.
Listen, y'all, thank you so much, 40, for coming on the show. We
Of course, I love
appreciate you.
you.
Love you
Thank you
too.
for having
I'll
me.
see you soon.
You already?
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for just checking us out. Make sure you click the button, subscribe, do all that stuff. I'm going to kick 40 out. Boom. I appreciate you, 40. We love y'all, man. I Said Yo podcast. We had 40 bars in the building. She came in, talked about life, man. Just kicked it with us. We appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to podcast. It's everywhere you listen to podcasts. It's on YouTube. Make sure you show that love. Everybody in the chat, we appreciate y'all too. I said yo.
Yeah. Hey, turn me up, turn me up. Yeah. Alright. I'm Jonah in the belly of the beast, nigga. I be damned if I die in these streets, nigga. Hands up for the money, we gon'